Hey y'all, welcome back to Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley. This is Collective Coffee. Today is Indigenous Peoples Day. And we are watching people get burned alive, Indigenous people in Palestine. I don't know if you've seen the video. I'm going to share the video over here. I just shared it on my Instagram. But yesterday, the IOF bombed another hospital camp. And there's really intense video of one person in particular being attached to an IV, burning alive. If you don't remember Aaron Bushnell, when he self-emulated, which means set himself on fire, he was in the military, and he said this is what the elite have decided to be normal, and he set himself on fire, and screamed "Free Palestine," right? The Palestinian struggle is definitely connected to Indigenous people all over the planet, right? I am not an Indigenous person. I recognize that. And I'm not trying to take away from anything Indigenous people are saying today. I'm trying to support the efforts. That's all. I think that everyone here in the United States is so distracted by this election, arguing with each other about who to vote for. A vote for either side, I'm going to remind you, is a vote for AIPAC. AIPAC is the American Israeli PAC. It is the party, right? Every politician that holds a seat right now, and the ones running, are all being funded by AIPAC. That means that Israel will continue to get things to carry out atrocity, right? While Americans are suffering, right? And I'm not trying to say, Americans deserve that. I'm trying to say this shit is ass backwards, and this is modern day colonialism. And they are showing you exactly who they are. And they're showing you exactly what they will do if you stand in their way, right? And we, as a collective, are letting them know that, okay, quite frankly. So yeah, I'm putting this here today. If you are not an Indigenous person, you have colonial lineage of some sort, right? And it's so important and your responsibility to decolonize from that lineage, and make the wrongs right. I don't know how we honor these folks. I don't know how we honor. I don't want to just witness, you know what I mean? How do we honor these murders? And I'm talking about all the murders, right? From, today, yesterday, from 500 years ago. How do we honor, legit question, this isn't rhetorical, how do we honor, especially those of us who have colonial lineage, how do we honor those losses? How do we do that? I do my best to decolonize. I educate myself about what these systems have done, how they work, how they keep people oppressed, right? How, especially Native folks, we all live on Native land. If you're in America, quite frankly, if you're anywhere in the world, there's Native people that came before you. It's not just a man-made border thing. And that's what today is about. It's about honoring indigeneity, and recognizing how colonialism has killed the planet, killed people, impacted generations. It's important to acknowledge the violence that colonialism carries out. And today we're watching it in Palestine pretty heavily, right? But that doesn't mean to say that what's happening anywhere else isn't happening, right? The people in Congo, the native folks in Congo, are being forced to mine their land so that you and I can have devices to use, right? You don't need to buy new things all the time. You can use stuff, you can buy refurbished stuff, you can, look for ways to be part of a solution, whether it feels small or not, as long as you're not extracting more and more. You're going to be working towards a solution, I guess. I mean, it seems so minor. Watching someone who's attached to an IV burn alive, trying to move, the things that have been normalized this year, and the frequency in which we've seen it happen, it does cause a paralyzing effect, myself included. I feel like paralyzed, we have to continue to undo our own harm and the harm that we've caused on a real level, deep depth, right? Get back into who you are as a human, because we're all human, regardless of man-made borders, ethnicity, religion, beliefs, and honor the folks who are indigenous, especially looking to the other folks who have colonial lineage. And I don't care if you say, oh, my family was, if you have any sort of colonial lineage, whether that's in your nuclear family now, people who continuously benefit and don't acknowledge their benefit or their privilege, and continue to rise and raise themselves up on the backs of others without acknowledging that is happening all the time nowadays, right? And that's colonial thinking. You don't get to sit by and do nothing. And to the folks who are indigenous, I'm sorry. People don't want to hear it when you talk about it, as you know. And it is I don't know. The pain, the generations of pain and trauma and destruction, and for what? For what? For what? So you can have an iPhone? So you can go on vacation? For what? No one's life is less than. But that's not the world we live in right now. So I encourage all of you, especially if you have colonial blood, be a part of the fucking solution. I I don't want to live in this world. I don't want to live around people who believe these things. I just got a bunch of new bumper stickers that are pro-Palestinian. And I took my old bumper stickers off of my car yesterday. And I will be putting new bumper stickers on my car. And I know that seems really small, but it's also risky, you know? But it's something I can do because I have privilege, right? And I'm gonna continue wielding my privilege for the benefit of collective liberation, because I truly believe we can get there, but we can't get there passively. We can't get there non-violently. Hence resistance, and I support that 100. No matter who you are, we have to fight these colonial powers. Have a good one.